Alright. Hi guys. So today's video is going to be really different. If you guys follow me on social media, you guys know that a couple days ago my dog passed away. So I've really just been off social media kind of in general. Just really focusing kind of on myself and everything that's, you know, more important than Instagram or anything else. But today I am going to do something that'll make me feel a little bit better, just because when you're sad, you know, you really want something to help you, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I live here in Southern California, and there's a couple very large fires. And there's an organization in my town that is helping foster a lot of the dogs and other animals that are victims of the Cranston fire here in Southern California. They need food and stuff like that. So today I cleaned out my pantry to give my dogs food to them. To kind of help other dogs, just because I believe that if you put positivity into the world, you'll get it back, and that's kind of what I want, and I think will help me, you know, feel a little bit better, you know. So I am gonna stop by pet store, because Toki mostly has wet food, so we have a lot of wet food, but I also kind of want to get another bigger bag of kibble for, you know, larger dogs and stuff like that, because I know they probably have just as many large dogs as they do small dogs. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and it's gonna be an interesting video. Probably gonna do almost like a vlog type of thing, which is gonna be hard. So I'm gonna go do that and, you know, just try to help, you know, dogs in need. Alright guys, so here's some of the dog food and stuff like that. I just went and bought this Purina dog food. It's for larger breeds and stuff like that. And then this is all full of the wet dog food. There's also a leash in there just in case they need it. And this bag also has some wet dog food. So I'm on my way right now to the organization here in town that's helping all the dogs and stuff like that. I'm gonna go drop that off and hopefully help some dogs, you know? Casually, it's 109 degrees outside, so I'm gonna leave the AC on. I kind of turned it down, so. Anyways, I went ahead and dropped off all the dog food. It's for an organization called Loving All Animals. So they're taking a bunch of, you know, taking food, puppy pads, kind of anything that can really help these dogs that have been a victim of the fire. And I feel better now, just because I feel like out of my grief, I kind of, you know, helped. You know, I helped, you know, these dogs in need and stuff like that. And that does make me happy. It's just, like, the whole thing about, like, my dog is that we had to put him down, and he was 12 years old, and I'm at peace with the actual decision of putting him down. I think the thing that I'm struggling with the most is just not having him around. You know, not having him, you know, run up to you when you come home and stuff like that. Because, you know, I'm 21, so I've had him for, like, almost half my life, you know. And all of my adult life, you know, I've had him since grade school, and it's just been hard, but, you know, I don't know if I wouldn't really say I'm sad about it. I would say that I'm just in grief. Like, I just kind of feel alone. I've been out a lot, like, whenever I can, just because I don't want to, you know, I want to be at home with my other animals. It's just, like, I just need time to heal. And it's just hard to deal with even now. Right now it's just me and my feelings, and that's okay. Like when I was younger and stuff like that, like I didn't really want to feel sad feelings, like sadness or anger, but you have to let yourself feel those things so that you can get past it, and it's just sad. Alright. So, I went in the store real quick, and I'd like you all to meet Dangerous Lightning. He is an adorable little froggo. He was only $3, and he's like a little holder. I think I'll put like jewelry or something in him. But it's good quality too. I was surprised. But anyways, I was just kind of continuing vlogging. I'm like really bad at vlogging because I feel really embarrassed like taking my camera out other places to like show you guys things. I don't even know if you guys would really be all that interested because I don't know. I don't really have like an exciting life, you know? Like I just go to work, go to the school, hang out with my reptiles. Like it's just, I want to do this vlog mostly just because I feel like I'm alone with how I feel a lot, especially when it comes to grief, which is so ridiculous because I know other people go through this. I know, I've seen it happen. I've experienced it before. You know, this isn't the first dog I've ever lost in my life, you know, and it's just, I don't know, how do you guys feel? Like I know other people have experienced this, and I don't know if it's just me that feels like, oh, I just feel like really alone, and a lot of the things I experience, even though it's dumb, it happens to other people too, you know? It's just, I assume a lot of my subscribers and people who watch me kind of understand a little bit more just because I focus more on pets, so I feel like my content is a lot more relatable to people with pets. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of you guys might understand kind of what I'm going through, and it's just like I noticed that I didn't want anything to change. I want everything to stay the same, because then I feel like it'll still be there. And I don't know. Second time I've cried in this vlog. But I think it's just because I'm talking about it, and you know, that's okay, because it's still kind of a raw feeling, really, of just like saying out loud like he's gone and stuff like that. It's just a little hard sometimes, but I don't know. I think that when people share their real feelings and kind of how they feel and stuff like that, it almost makes them a little bit more real, and also if you relate, you feel less alone. And I think that's why I'm making this vlog, because I don't like feeling alone. I doubt you guys like feeling alone, and if you have something that kind of relates to somebody else, it makes you feel a little less alone. And I don't know, it's just good to open up about grief and sadness, because then you don't have it just bubbling up, and you don't have to worry about like pushing it down and then it just all of a sudden coming up like a erupting volcano, you know? Which I have done in the past, and it just wasn't healthy. So I guess talking to anonymous people in a camera, it does actually make me feel better. It does. It's a little bit more therapeutic than I think people understand. You know, I wish I could just make it all better, but it's not realistic. But it's okay. It's healthy to cry. It's okay to feel sad. I am grateful that I feel very at peace with everything. I feel at peace with the whole situation, just in general. You know, he's not, you know, he was, one of the reasons why we had to put him down was because his liver and kidneys were starting to fail, and that's just a terrible way to die. And the vet even said, like, he's probably gonna die on his own. So it was very much like, okay, let's not have him suffer. We really, like, we love him, but none of us wanted him to die in such a horrible way of just your livers and your kidneys just failing out of you, and you're just full of, you know, all the stuff that those systems are supposed to get rid of, you know. That's just a shit way to die. he's not gonna have to suffer through a bad death. You know, he went pretty quickly, and you know what? It's gonna be okay. It is. And I know that's like the 9th time I've said that, but I think the more I say it, the more I believe it. I don't know. I did feel better giving the dog food away, though. The ladies that I was giving it to, because it's like a donation center thing, they just were like, oh my god. At this moment, they've rescued over 30 dogs, and just from the fire, just from that one fire, so I imagine they really needed that food, you know, and better they have it than it just sit in my pantry and collect dust. It's still hard. It's always hard. I like change. I think change is healthy for you, and I don't know. It's so weird that 2 minutes ago I said that I wanted everything to stay the same, but at the same time I want everything to change. A lot of conflicting feelings and stuff like that, and just, I've never vlogged before. Like, I'm sitting here in a parking lot with my camera talking to you guys. I think no one's really been staring at me because I'm kind of in a parking lot that not very many people are in, which is fine. But yeah, I might do some vlogging on my camera just to get better at it, because I am planning a vlog for the Reptile Super Show that I'm going to, the Pomona one. I'm going to the Pomona one. I'll be there on Saturday. And I definitely want to do a whole vlogging experience about that, you know. I think there's just like so much cool stuff. Especially if you've never been to a reptile convention, it can be like a lot. Like, there's a lot of people there, but there's also a lot of like really cool animals, you know? So. So, I'm home finally. You know, nothing quite like the shot of dopamine that you get when you buy something you don't need. However, this time I did buy something I did need. I needed light bulbs for Winslow. His heat lamp went out last night, and right now he's using the light bulb from my bathroom. I'll show you guys some of the smoke that is blowing over from one of the fires, because there's 2 fires happening right now. One of them, I don't think either of them are really contained. I know the one I'm about to show you was not contained. It was just kind of therapeutic, I guess, for me today, which isn't really ever a bad thing. Just talking about my feelings and trying to do a little bit of good, you know? Quite sure if you can see the smoke really, but it's kind of coming from that direction with the palm trees in it, and it's kind of making the sun look really orange.
Hello, beautiful. Hello. Yes, I see you. You're so pretty, Sadie. You're so pretty. Look at all those speckles.
I love you. Where's your brother? Percy. Hi, Bubs. Hello. Hello, big lazy boy. Hello, big lazy boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good girl, too. And so, is there anything you'd like to say? Alright, guys. I'm back home. Here with my Winslows. I know today was really weird. Never really done anything like this. The place I did the donations called Loving All Animals. I'm gonna put their website in the bottom. You can donate if you want. I feel better. You do. I feel better. I get to help some doggos in need, which is always fun. But you know, if you're kind of going through this right now, I hope seeing me try to deal with it makes you feel less alone. No, I want to know, you know, your thoughts and stuff like that. Like, I don't know, anything really. Just about grief, sadness, anything really, you know, not just specific to reptile. It can be any pet, you know. I think we all sort of love our pets. My household, well, I personally am just a little reptile centric, but I do love my dogs, of course. But yeah, if you're kind of struggling like I have been lately, you know, try to help someone, something, it will make you feel a little bit better at the end of the day. And just know that you're not alone. And that it might feel that way, but it's not that way. Which is, it's so weird that we always think like, oh, this is only happening to me. I don't know if that's just how humans are sometimes, but it's fine. So I'm gonna go cuddle my doggos and my lizard boy. I'll see you guys next week with some sort of shenanigan I get myself into with one of my reptiles. I love you guys. See you guys next week. Look at that ear shed. Yeah, good boys.